even begin. And that this is not leadership. Is that okay for you? This is not what the American people want or deserve. Donald Trump can't even negotiate a budget bill with Democrats, this great negotiator. The kind of meeting we wanted to have that he just pulled out of, it's the kind of thing every president has to do. It's plain and simple. By refusing to even sit down with Democrats, Donald Trump is causing the shutdown. This is a Trump shutdown, and he's barreling right towards it right now. And he knows he's going to be blamed for the shutdown. He's even said it himself. Let me tell you what Donald Trump has said in the past. He said, quote, "I actually think the president would be blamed for a shutdown." He's right. He's also said the president, quote, "has to get people in a room and you just have to make deals for the good of the country." That's Trump. He ain't doing it. He's not up to this job, plain and simple. So, Mr. President, do your job. Stop ranting. Stop these long diatribes that mean nothing to anyone. Get people in a room and let's hammer out a deal. We Democrats are ready to work together to keep the government open for the good of the country and the good of the American people. But Donald Trump is simply ducking his responsibility as president. He says Democrats have a radical agenda. Really? Really? Tell the American people what's radical about protecting America's health care. Tell the American people what's radical about preventing their premiums, their health care premiums, from going up $400 a month. If he thinks that's radical, then it's no wonder Donald Trump is If Donald Trump thinks that's radical, it's no wonder the American people are turning against his agenda and his numbers and popularity get lower and lower and lower. The American people don't like it that Trump would rather have a shutdown instead of working to get relief for the American people. It's reckless, it's irresponsible, plain and simple. Trump seems to want to shut down the government because he thinks he should make all the decisions. Donald Trump, you're not a king. You're not a king. The way this country works, you got to sit down with people you may not agree with and come to an agreement, come to a negotiation. Donald Trump is not a king. He's the president, and he has his responsibility to work to avoid the Trump shutdown. And time is of the essence. Starting October 1st, millions of Americans are going to have sticker shock when they get notification that their health care bills are going to go up $400 a month. That's close to $5,000 a year. The average family, even fairly affluent family, has a rough time affording an extra $5,000. Without action, Americans are going to face staggering spikes in their health care bills, and we Democrats are fighting for them. It's the difference between a family being able to make the mortgage payment and having health care. But instead of working with us, Trump rants and raves. He runs away. He hides. He ignores. That's not strength. That's weakness. And this is going to be Donald Trump's shutdown. Democrats are ready to work with the president. We're willing to sit down with him today, tomorrow. We'll even come to the golf course and sit down with him. Wherever he wants to go, that's okay. We know Donald Trump watches a lot of television. Mr. President, if you're watching television, shut it off and come sit down and negotiate with us. Questions on this subject? Yes, sir. Senate Democrats are furious that Trump won't even sit down and negotiate with us. We were united on this bill. We're united in saying he needs to negotiate with us, plain and simple. That's all there is to it. Okay. His staffs are, no. We heard that some people reported that the leaders, Thune and Johnson, wanted him to pull out because they're afraid of what he might do. But it's not up to them, it's up to Trump. We asked for 2 months to sit down with Thune and Johnson. They didn't answer. You know what we heard from them? Crickets. And then we found out why. Trump said, don't bother with Democrats. So we sent a letter, just to give you the history, Speaker Jeffries and I, to come and negotiate with us. We were it was a good sign that on Tuesday they said yes and set up the meeting for Thursday at 3 o'clock. I was all set to go down to Washington. But this morning, in a rant that went on for 10 minutes about nothing, he pulled out. Two things. If you ask the American people, their number one concern, it's health care, getting good health care and their costs. But number two, it's the Republicans who did such huge damage in the BBB. Not a single Democrat voted for the BBB because it so slashed health care. You know, it slashed our Medicare. It made because it didn't renew the ACA. That went up. It slashed medical research. So, you know, there are many issues against Trump, and that's why he's become unpopular. But this one is focused on the budget and what they just did. You ask, we don't want to shut down the government. It's Trump who's doing it, so ask him. He just pulled out of the negotiations. I was all ready to go down to Washington and meet with him. Thank you, everybody. A happy new year to those who might be, to everybody. I prayed for everybody in synagogue this morning.